Exodus Cluster, Asgard System. Only one system? Okay, two. Utopia System. Asteroid X57. 1, 2, 3, 4 planets in the Asgard system. Alright. Loki is a small terrestrial world with little to recommend it. One hemisphere is largely covered by an ice cap and the other by craggy basaltic highlands. The rough, varied terrain suggests an ancient cataclysm caused significant damage to the world. This is seemingly reinforced by its unusually elliptical orbit, which reaches 6.5 AU at the perigee and 7.1 AU at the apogee. Penetrating scans of Loki's ice cap reveal a network of crisscrossing subterranean tunnels. Because some of the tunnels were surprisingly regular in shape and size, early expeditions looked for evidence of excavation. It was concluded they formed by natural processes. Loki's thin atmosphere is mainly composed of krypton and xenon. When it approaches perigee, frozen sulfur trioxides and dioxides can evaporate into clouds on the hemisphere facing Asgard. Tyr is compositionally quite similar to Earth, however it lies over 4 AU from Asgard and possesses an atmosphere primarily composed of nitrogen and ethane. While a potential target for terraforming, the presence of the shirt-sleeves habitable Terra Nova in the same system relegated Tyr to a support role. Nearly 100 corporations, human and alien, have constructed extensive teleoperated mining, refining and manufacturing facilities across the face of Tyr. Combined with the platinum lodes of Terra Nova, the resources they produce are driving development of the local hydrogen fuel cell industries. The Asgard system now supplies nearly 4% of the galactic market, and I assume the Asgard is the jurisdiction of the Alliance, right? Colony founded 2156, population 47,000, capital Kaldidalur. Look at those lights on the ground. The development of the planet by the mining companies, corporations. Not sure if they're mining companies or not. Bohr is a huge hydrogen-helium gas giant with over 90 moons. Its striking coloration is caused by the light of ionized hydrogen filtering through an upper cloud deck of sodium. The source of the ionization has not yet been confirmed, but Bohr's mass equal to 6 Jupiters and high temperature suggests it may be a small brown dwarf, a large gas giant that gained nearly enough mass to ignite into a small star. So this brown dwarf can become another sun in the system. Interesting. Though Bohr's deep gravity well makes mining operations difficult, it is the only gas giant in the system. The hydrogen needed for the local fuel cell industry, combined with the ever-present need for helium-3 fusion torch fuel, make it economical to mine. Terra Nova was one of the... Terra Nova was one of the Class 1 colonization prospects discovered by the first wave of Alliance surveys in 2150. It was the second human extrasolar colony, Oh, the second human extrasolar colony. So what is the first human extrasolar colony, I wonder? And the first beyond the Charon mass relay. It currently has the highest population of any Alliance colony. I see. The highest population of any Alliance colony, so second most populated after Earth. Though banded by a harsh equatorial desert, areas closer to the poles are temperate. The pace of development was modest until extensive deposits of platinum were discovered in the 2170s. This rare metal required in the clean-burning hydrogen fuel cells that power private vehicles attracted a platinum rush of immigrants and investment from throughout Alliance space. In the past 12 years, Terra Nova has seen a 30% rise in population, and growth does not appear to be slowing. 30% in only 12 years? Colony founded 2152. Population 4.4 million, capital Scott. Such a generic name for a capital. Why not Alan or Jeff or John? Okay, so Terra Nova is the second extrasolar human colony. So what is the first? Hold on, I think I remember I was reading something in the codex. It's in the history, I think.
The home world and capital of humanity is entering a new golden age.
Wait.
The resource wealth of
Oh, this is the primary. I'm looking for the
the
secondary.
home world and capital of humanity is entering a new golden age. The resource wealth of a dozen settled colonies and 100 industrial outposts flows back to Earth, fueling great works of industry, commerce, and art. The great cities are greening as arcology, skyscrapers, and telecommuting allow more efficient use of land. Earth is still divided among nation-states, though all are affiliated beneath the overarching banner of the Systems Alliance. While every human enjoys a longer and better life than ever, the gap between rich and poor widens daily. Advanced nations have eliminated most genetic disease and pollution. Less fortunate regions have not progressed beyond 20th century technology and are often smog-choked, overpopulated slums. Sea levels have risen 2 meters in the last 200 years, and violent weather is common due to environmental damage inflicted during the late 21st century. The past few decades, however, have seen significant improvement due to recent technological advances.
Okay, so there is a significant improvement. I was about to say, if Earth if Earth cannot be fixed, then they'll have to move to Terra Nova. But then, the final sentence says, in the past few decades there have been significant improvements. Good to hear.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in the Systems Alliance is an independent
I think it's in the Alliance. What is the... Okay, Humanity and the Systems Alliance. Have I read this one? Genetic Engineering? I think I have I think I have read this one, right? Genetic Engineering. Yeah, I think I've read this one. Have I read this one? I don't remember. Have I read this one? Maybe I haven't. Alright, timeline. I think it's in the timeline. Okay, this one. Earth's first extrasolar colony world, the planet Demeter. Okay, so planet Demeter is the first extrasolar colony world. while Terra Nova is the second extrasolar colony world. Interesting. Genetic engineering. In the 22nd century, manipulation of the human genome became commonplace. Techniques of genetic engineering advanced to the point where the rich could custom-build fetuses that grow into stronger, smarter, and more attractive adults. I need this for myself. But I cannot be a baby again, right? Or a fetus. In more permissive regions, custom-designed life forms and uplifted animals occupied an ill-defined niche between property and sapient being. Oh, I see. Not sure whether they are property or independent or free sapient being. Uplifted animals. Travel to planets with unique forms of life brought an awareness that Earth's unique biodiversity could be lost if spliced and hybridized to gain useful alien qualities. The Sudham-Walcott Genetic Heritage Act was passed by the Systems Alliance Parliament in 2161. It imposed sharp restrictions on controversial uses of genetic engineering, but provided government subsidies for beneficial applications. Screening and therapy. Most governments provide free assessments and corrective therapy for genetic diseases in prospective parents. This has nearly eliminated everything from cystic fibrosis to nearsightedness. The earlier screening and therapy is performed, the more comprehensive the results. Though ideally performed on artificially fertilized zygotes in a lab, procedures are available for embryos in the womb and newborns out of respect for personal beliefs. Enhancement. Improvement of natural human abilities is legal, but adding new abilities is not. Treatments to improve strength, reflexes, mental acuity, or appearance are permitted. Adding a tail or the ability to digest cellulose is not. Some genetic enhancement is provided for free to Alliance military recruits, but the average citizen must pay for the privilege. The process can take years to reach fruition in an adult. Okay, so if there is a technique to give humans extra abilities, why is it not permitted? Are the Alliance worried that because only the haves can do this, it will create two different species, human and a new species, and with it, it will bring friction and horizontal conflict between the humans and the new species derived from humans? Maybe that's what they're worried about. Because obviously not everyone can use this procedure, because not everyone have the money to do so, right? Interesting. If I am asked which one I support, the restriction or the non-restriction on giving humans new abilities, it's hard, man. Without knowing or seeing for myself the effect on society, I can't cast my vote. Engineering. Artificial hybridization of genes from compatible non-human species with human genetic code is illegal. Creation of designed life is broadly legal and mainly used for terraforming and medical applications, but sentient creatures are heavily regulated, and creation of sapient life is outlawed by both the Systems Alliance and the Citadel Council. Maybe they fear that the creations will become hostile and dangerous. I mean, if the galaxy already have their own problems, their own 99 problems, why add one more? Maybe that's how they think. Okay, so Demeter was the first, and Terra Nova is the second. I'll come back to this sometime later. Okay. Asteroid X57. I can land. X57 is a metallic asteroid, originally located at the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. With the increased development on Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding, it was decided to mine out X57, using the recovered resources to finish out the interior for habitation. The asteroid was decelerated from Bohr's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. Recently, communications with the engineering team on X57 have been lost. The fusion torches have reignited, and the asteroid is accelerating towards Terra Nova. That is bad news. So they move the X57 asteroid from the Sun's orbit to Terra Nova's orbit, I guess to reduce the cost of mining this asteroid, right? I mean, the farther the asteroid, the more the cost they have to cover, I think.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
What is going on? Body of G. Mandel examined. This victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered only to be executed by his sadistic captors. Captors? G. Mandel? Station logs. Survey Station 3 final entry logged by Engineer G. Mandel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Sludges shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Transmission tower. Body of G. Mendel.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn it. Go.
Transmitter tower repair. Data link between the transmission tower and several survey stations has been restored. Survey station locations are now shown on your map. A tank. Body of T. Sliges. The scorching on this victim's hard suit suggests he escaped the burning interior of his vehicle only to be gunned down by his assailants. Sliges. This Sliges is the one who's supposed to relieve G. Mendel. So he, like G. Mendel, is also dead. Assaulted. That's Terra Nova, right? New Terra. Footprints. Faint footprints in the dust lead off to the east. To the east. Station logs. Survey Station 2 final entry, logged by Chief Surveyor R. Montoya. Communications are down and there are non-corporate dropships landing near the main facility. There were flashes of light over the horizon, I can't be certain, but I'd guess it's heavy arms fire. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. I'm not waiting for my pickup, I'm going to investigate. Non-corporate dropships. Unsanctioned. R. Montoya, G. Mandel, T. Slages. This is Survey Station 2, right? Body of R. Montoya. It looks like he died from a single shot through his helmet, likely from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search his body. There's still equipment in his service pack. Alright, so our Montoya is dead. From a sniper shot. Sniper rifle. Interesting. Lower Torch Facility. Dead body.
Batarians.
Batarians?
Harak! Check! Check! Release the Baron!
Batarians?
Area secured.
Torch control.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything,
I've gotta go. Good luck.
Here they are, Batarians. The Batarians are rivals for control of the Skyllian Verge. They severed their treaties with the Citadel to prosecute a colonial conflict against the Alliance. Officially there is no war, but neither is there any peace. I remember a codex entry said that the Batarians tried to plea with the Council to declare that the worlds in the Skyllian Verge to be of Batarian interest, because they say that they have been developing the region, I think before humans, but the Council rejected their request. They severed their ties and decided to basically wage a war against the humans, because of the humans and the Batarians' interest in the Skyllian Verge. Interesting.
Hey,
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well... guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Aronas on Terra Nova.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it, it'd be bad.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Most Batarians aren't genocidal madmen, but these ones are terrorists.
Yeah, I know. It's just... This isn't how I expected the world to be when I rolled out of bed this morning.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen, and where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes, no idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
So the Varens are like bears. They eat their prey even before their prey die.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I already found 2 of them. They didn't make it.
I see. Well, maybe the last is still out there. We can hope, right? There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive? She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie, don't do anything stupid.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay, so what was the Alliance doing? How can the Batarians land on this facility, on the asteroid, without any resistance? Are there any military presence on Terra Nova at all? If there is any military presence on Terra Nova, then why didn't I see any soldiers here, human soldiers, trying to rectify the situation? I don't understand the Alliance. They expand and colonize other worlds, but they don't take care of the security and the defenses? What an irresponsible thing to do.
hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Fresh meat!
Torch control.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
What that woman did was useless. Even without her answering the Batarians' question, the Batarians would still do a search to stop the torch being shut down. So her answering the question or not answering the question will not change anything, and she just allowed that man to die for nothing. That woman just allowed that man to die for nothing. Even without her answering, the Batarian would still do a search.
Warning. Approaching operational boundary limits. Recall imminent.
She should have just answered the question, and she might have saved the man's life. Secure crate. C. Himes? Oh, boobs. It's a woman. This body has severe burns and shows signs of major concussive trauma. Mercifully, the explosion would have killed her instantaneously. Station logs.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Boom, explosion.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Logs. This computer is filled with operation logs and personnel journals for a small pirate music station operated by X-57's engineers. It includes scripts for several promotional messages, none of which appear to have been recorded. Radio X-57 rocking this rock since 2182. Radio X-57, when your world seems hollow, we help you touch the sky. Radio X-57, talk hard. Radio X-57, your last best hope for a rock within 300,000 kilometers. You notice an open text file, the personal journal of the station operator. It reads in part, Project Director wants to shut us down, says our music is too extreme, that we are inciting the younger workers to riot and sleep with aliens. I asked him if he'd listen to us. He said he'd talked to someone who'd heard about what we play. That wasn't rock, or maybe it's after they were told to shut down. Anti-vehicle demolition nearby. So that's the beacons are for.
Warning. Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed on foot.
Proceed on foot, okay. Is that it? Alrighty. Proceed on foot. Proximity detection. Oh no!
Negative contacts, Commander.
Blasting cap controls disarm explosives. Alright. Disarm. They stop spinning. That's good.
Release the Baron!
Perimeter secured.
Torch control, disable torch.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
On your toes, girls.
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
A quick slave grab? Really?
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Balak wants you dead. And what Balak wants, Balak gets. I can't change that.
You can't change that? Charn. Balak. What should I do?
But I can.
Damn it. Get him! No one leaves!
You have found a key card to the main installation on Lieutenant Charn's body. Take key card. This computer lists a complete cargo manifest of the containers outside. It is mostly uninteresting excavation equipment and parts for prefabricated work shacks. A footnote catches your eye. Explosives moved to grid reference 32416 for safety. Explosives.
Moving out. Enemy sighted. Area secured.
You found all 3 of the missing engineers? Oh, come on, please, don't. It's stuck. Okay. I have to do this. I wonder, why doesn't the Alliance military send troops to this asteroid to take care of the situation? Don't tell me that there is no military presence on Terra Nova, none at all. Red triangles and trees.
You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the Council.
I don't answer to the Council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
I could ask you the same thing. How many innocent Batarians died at Torfan? Oh, or had you forgotten about that?
Okay, so not everyone on Torfan are raiders and pirates. I see. So I guess the Alliance are not clean themselves. I mean, the Alliance hands are not exactly clean. Okay.
Torfan was retaliation for your attack on Elysium. You pushed, we pushed back.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Bombs remaining. Okay. Two bombs remaining. What is the other one? Oh. There it is. All demolition charges have been deactivated. Release the scientists from the prison cell in the lower level office.
He left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
I think so. There are hostages in one of the offices nearby. Balak said he'd blow them up if I didn't let him leave.
You let him go to save them? Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
The Alliance has a whole navy full of people like me, waiting to take him down. We'll be watching.
Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? You take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Not yet. Can you think of anything that would help me find them?
See if you can tap into our transmission tower out on the surface. Their equipment sheds will show up on your sensors.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. They wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? Why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Eren could still be alive, if only she answered Balak. Her silence, or her answer, won't change a thing. Balak would still search for Shepard. What she did was a useless thing to do. Okay, is this still active?
Thank you again, Commander. You've done more than you know. There are millions of colonists out there who don't even know how close they came to dying.
Is this guy alive?
If you do find Balak one day, remember my brother. Thank you again, Commander. You've done more than you know. There are millions of...
Thank you so much. I thought we were all dead. Those Batarians are brutal. I can't believe they were just going to send this asteroid into... Can you imagine how many people would have died? It's going to take some time, but we should be able to get this facility operational again. Thank you so much. I thought we were all dead. Those Batarians are brutal.
Why now? What do the Batarians want? The people on Terra Nova should name a continent in your honor. I saw my life flash before my eyes too many times in the last few hours. At least the asteroid is still intact. We should be able to get this facility operational again soon enough. Why now? What do the Batarians want? The people on Terra Nova should name a continent in your honor.
Say, Shepard, you didn't happen to find any of my engineers, did you?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh, I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
So the engineers were G. Mendel, T. Sludges, R. C. Himes, and R. Montoya.
You can't imagine how much you've done, for all of us. I'm going to visit my family while we wait for the repair teams. You can't imagine how much you've done, for all of us.
Okay, it is done. Okay, I wish I can land on Terra Nova. Okay, so the asteroid was here. Now it's here. Okay. Utopia. One, two, three, four, 5 planets. 5 planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Xanadu's atmosphere is composed of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of calcium. Its location in the deep cold of the outer system and its lack of any valuable resources leave little to recommend it. Nirvana has a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The surface is a mix of water ice and iron oxides, with cryovolcanic plumes of potassium concentrated around the equatorial ridge. Nirvana has little of commercial or scientific interest, though a few geological research stations were constructed in the early 2160s. All have been shut down for years. The Alliance maintains an automated ice cracking station, which has quietly stockpiled a large amount of deuterium fuel for use by the fleet. An unusually large terrestrial world, Arcadia has a dense atmosphere of composed nitrogen and helium. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of alkaline basalts, but metal deposits are plentiful, though several spectacular examples of columnar basalt formation offer scenic beauty. Arcadia's hostile environment has precluded commercial development. Eden Prime. Oh, this is where Eden Prime is. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's biosphere is unusually well suited for importation of Earth native life. This fertility drew heavy immigration and development by the Systems Alliance and various corporations. Today, Eden Prime is a model of sustainable, organized development. The population is housed space-efficient arcologies that tower over thousands of kilometers of green fields and orchards. So the tall structures are arcologies. By building vertically, they save land space. Interesting. Colony founded 2152, population 3.7 million, capital constant. Orbital, okay. So did the alien ship land on Constant or somewhere else? Eden Prime. Xion is a hydrogen-helium gas giant even larger than Jupiter. Despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports a small helium-3 mining industry. The reason is simple. As the only gas giant in the Utopia system, it is the only local source of fuel for Eden Prime's power stations and spaceports. Xion has 112 satellites, ranging from captured asteroids to the moon of Asphodel, which is large enough to retain a thick atmosphere, population 1061. I assume most of those are employees of companies mining the helium-3. There's nothing here? Okay. No survey, no landing. Okay, so I've cleared all the clusters. Next is Vermeer, Centauri Omega cluster.
equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Okay, only 2 more artifacts. You've killed an Asari mercenary named Dahlia Dantius. According to a datapad found on Dahlia's body, her sister Nasana is a diplomat on the Citadel. Dahlia was evidently blackmailing Nasana by threatening to reveal her own existence and ruin Nasana's career. Nasana will want to hear the news that her sister is dead. Go to the embassy lounge on the Presidium level of the Citadel and tell Nasana Dantius that her sister Dahlia is dead. Alright? Rear Admiral Mikhailovich? Who the heck is this? I know it's a Rear Admiral, but... Okay, hold on.
Strange. Seeing the ward stretching out before you really makes you appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering. It was the Turians who first suggested creating a single organization to maintain order on the Citadel. Perhaps that is why more than half the force is Turian.
Liara, are you referring to the CSEC?
Did you know Citadel Security is the largest multi-species law enforcement agency in Council space? It was the Turians who first
This is quite the view, Commander. So peaceful up here. Very romantic, if you're into that sort of thing. CSEC seems more like a military operation than a police force. This guy is still sleeping on the job. What the heck? I would love to have, you know, some kind of keepers that maintain my place. I'm too lazy for that. Rear Admiral Mikhailovich.
Tin Hut!
At ease. Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
We weren't told to expect you, sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
Captain Anderson made it clear to me that my assignment came from way up in the brass. They say jump, I say how high.
Remember that when I tell you to jump. I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
You don't approve of the Normandy's design?
This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
I agree, Admiral. This ship has sensitive info for foreign nationals or alien nationals to get their hands on. I agree. Maybe I should follow what Ashley said. Keep the non-humans away from engineering and the bridge.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
What should I choose? We need to build bridges or we need to kick ass? There is no neutral answer to this. Fuck. I don't like this answer. But I'm worried about this answer too.
I think the Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I had planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Yes, sir.
Did you know Citadel Security is the largest multi-species law enforcement?
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Feros is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni. ExoGeni's stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Only because Shepard persuaded Jiang not to do a purge on Feros? That's fucked up, right? Khalisa Al-Jilani? Who is this?
Commander Shepard? Khalisa bint Sinan Al-Jilani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Khalisa bin Sinan Al-Jilani, Westerland News.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
So that flying thing is a camera. So in this world, they don't need cameraman. Feels sad, man, for the cameraman. They don't have jobs anymore. But maybe there are other jobs opening for them, right?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
So, Navigator Presley said the Spectre are covert operatives. Dr. Chakwa says the Spectres are a shadowy organization. Captain Anderson said everything about the Spectre is classified, and yet here we are, Shepard, a Spectre, openly being interviewed for news. So, which one is it? Is Spectre supposed to be covert operatives, shadowy organization, everything about them is classified, or are Spectres known publicly? The members, the activities. It seems like there are two conflicting narratives about Spectres in this world. Which one is it? I'm confused.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. Speaking of your new job, did the Council order you to sabotage human research concern on Noveria?
I blew up the hot labs. Should I tell them the truth about the Rachni? I think the public deserves to know what is the company. Okay, which company hired Pick 51? Was it Binary Helix or Exogeny? I think it was Binary Helix, right? Yeah, the hot labs. I think the public deserves to know what these guys are doing. You know, I mean, they are dealing with dangerous stuff.
I made that call to save myself, my crew, and the inhabitants of Noveria. And I'd do it again.
It's gratifying to see someone who'll make tough choices to protect the lives of humans. Given your recent experiences, do you think humanity will ever get the respect it deserves from the galactic community?
Respect's a funny thing. People always assume they deserve it. The truth is, respect is earned. And I firmly believe we can earn it.
You're an idealist, Commander, but a sincere one. I hope you're right. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Saren instigated the attack on our colony at Eden Prime. Once his involvement was proven to the Council, I was assigned to bring him in.
That's surprising, Commander. The official line says Eden Prime was attacked by rogue synthetics. Good luck in your mission. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
So the public didn't know about Saren? Well, Shepard just fucked up. It's supposed to be a secret. Okay.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
Plans? Will it be a reality though?
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. I only hope you're better than the one they're sending you after.
I'll do everything I can to stop Saren.
That's what worries me. Was there something you wanted?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Commander Shepard, I am Nassana Dantius. I'm glad you're here. I must talk to you about my sister Dahlia. She's been kidnapped by slavers.
Dahlia's dead, Nassana, and I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk.
They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You owe me a favor, dear politician.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for all your help, Shepard. Thank you for all your help.
You agreed to be interviewed by a reporter. Hopefully you came off well. You rescued human prisoners and disabled all the fusion torches. The team will evacuate to Terra Nova and send in a repair crew to get the asteroid functional again. To help Tali with her pilgrimage, you've given her a copy of the data you recovered from the Geth outpost. Once you've stopped Saren, she will be able to return to her people thanks to you. For helping Nasana deal with her sister, she has added you to the Armali Council client list. Now, when you visit certain stores, you will occasionally see the very rare and valuable Armali Council items made available to you.
Shepard.